Alright. See if this gonna work. Why do I think this not gonna work? I don't think this is gonna work because it never really won't work. But we back on to Stanley. We're back to make someone's life absolutely horrible. I gotta mute myself to figure out if this thing is working. Alright, what the heck? Alright, so round two, me versus narrator. That's what we're doing here. Answer the time. Is it just gonna make me answer the time every time? Probably. Very time filled. What do y'all think? What do you? Is it time? But if it's a time, what's the time? And if it's the time, what's time? And that is called time. Welcome to the inner machinations of my mind. Okay, I think that's close enough. I'm like 3 minutes off. Whatever. Huh? Click. Before we get started, what? Not the game thanking me for setting up the clock. A lot of people don't take that step. They just leave the clock at 12 and call it a day? Huh. I don't... What? I'll make you a deal. Next time you boot up the game and take this... and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead. Pick whatever time you want. Alright. That's kind of... it's kind of creepy. Kind of cool, but kind of creepy. Alright. Gotta make sure it's working all. Alright, it's working fine. Alright. Begin the game. Never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end.
This is the story of a...
Yeah, I know about that. Alright. I don't remember what I did last time, so I'm just gonna...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, there's nothing I can really do. Huh. Thought I saw something. Whatever. Just keep swimming. New content. No, I want to hit the new content, but... nah, I'll wait. Because I do remember... I'll probably remember what I did and didn't do by the time that I go do it.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's see. I think I've exhausted most of what's interesting.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, is it just a loop now? Or did it not save what I did?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I've already gone down here. Oh yeah, I've already gone down here. It was very interesting. It's really hard to keep track of what you didn't do. I need to see that new content. Alright, I'm gonna do... I think this is what's the original intended ending. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Oh, yeah.
But of course,
totally
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I already forgot it. I already forgot it. Okay, 2 8 4 5 5
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
black.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Is that an H or an F? What? Hold on. You angle it just like that, and you turn the screen. It's kind of an F, but that's an H, right? Yeah, that's an H. Link plus. Is this drywall? Why is there depth in this game? It came out like almost 10 years ago, I think. Not the extent of content or whatever. I think it came out like 2016. Oh my god, 2016 was 10 years ago. Ew. I'm actually gonna do the real ending. I think the intended ending. That's the one I'm never gonna do again. I'll avoid it at all costs, like the Black Plague.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
That's weird. Alright.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So I know what I've said like 6 or 7. Jesus Christ, I hate that. I can't even say it anymore. I have said an amount of times and do the actual ending, but this is looking a little scrumptious, a little tasty. What's this
Although
way?
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Ooh, violence. Faster! Run towards the violence.
The door behind him was not shut.
Shut up.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah, you have every opportunity to shut up.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh, I don't think I can go back. Oh, well. Why do the lights in the... Okay, that's kind of ominous. Violent death, here I come! Oh my god, I'm serious. Oh. Ah! My knees are in my chest!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Death and my knees are in my chest right now. My dick is probably in my belly, but I did not fall. Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Huh? Why is the narrator narrating the narrator? Is that narrator squared?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Good question.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I can hide behind here. So this is my office. Yeah. Blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors was the first part. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. The core remains identical to the first. Is this actually like when they building the game? Because if so, there's this room over here expands to the new content. A corridor. Pacing of this corridor was important. The corridor has been moved and altered, which is the 2 doors in the. Oh my god! From the thing. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. The two doors. Oh, it's kind of cool. So this game is like a existing or living contradiction. What's the computer over here? I didn't read it. That's a cash register. I swear to God. Okay, Stanley's computer. Guess I can do some work on it. Filing cabinets, office computers. Oh, it echoes. What's this? Button sounds. A selection of button sounds used throughout the game is a mix of a keyboard stroke and I'm content with my noise making. Alright, what's this? Model design. Oh. This is the credits. Kevin Brightening as the narrator. Wait, who plays the narrator cubed? Hold on. Developed by Triple Crows. Dominant. I want to know, so. And the impeccable Kevin. Yeah, Kevin Brightening. I can't pronounce anything. Okay. Additional characters. Based on the work of the Stanley Parable team. I want to know who's voicing that other one. The other chick that was just narrating the narrator's narration? I guess. The office. The maintenance room. An early version of... Oh. I like how it shows all these different versions of everything. The copier. Let's go up here. Bunch of paintings, pictures. Warzone! Early development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield. What? The action game would become sentient. It would wage war against the narrator. After starting to build it, that it was far too joking on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters. Oh, what piss-ass little bitch thought you were making fun of shooters. That would be so cool. Alright, ultra deluxe announcements in 2018. Oh, so this is all extra stuff? What is it on the top right? Okay, I don't know. Okay, projector. Huh. Narrator emails. What? What? Okay. After the second trailer, we sent out and asked people to write an email from the area we had initially. It's just a bunch of random emails from like literally over 10 years ago. Okay. The lounge. I'm so happy that's not the lounge they went with. The office. The apartment. Oh yeah, I never made it this far. I didn't even pick. I unplugged the phone. The cargo lift. I'm just gonna run through all this quickly so I don't get too many spoilers in here. Yeah. Like, you guys can take a look at it all you want if you're actually watching this for whatever reason. Whatever drug you took that made you think this would be entertaining. Okay. How do I continue through here? I don't want to see too many things now. What? The game's gonna pause. Lol. Oh, I'm happy that they put that specifically. Alright.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I don't want to hear your rambling.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Yeah, I need him about as much as I
No,
need a kick in the dick.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this
Why
game.
do I feel like I'm
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I'm quite content with my death. Violent, somewhat memorable, unlike my life. Never the end is 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 never the end. Okay. Now it's time for the new content.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know how fucked up it is when you hear that guy's voice and you start thinking, oh yeah, this guy again.
New content? What does that mean, new content?
Let me get back here. Alright, whatever. 416. Can I just... Okay, I can't. Oh! New content, let's go. Narrator, I hope you get heavily offended. If it's anything like I'm expecting, it will be really good or really fucking bad.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
2022 is when this was released.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
As am I.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I am too. They're starting to be able to build up here.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Could be broken,
Should we be moving somewhere or oh, there we
There
go.
we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
The way bro said that. Mostly tedious. What?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Can I jump now? No. I can jump. Alright, I'm bored of it now. I was bored of it like 4 jumps ago.
Is
that a hole?
Is that it? Surely that's
kinda
not
boring.
all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Oh, looks like there's something through here. Oh, elevator again. Okay, let's hope. Let's hope. Because if that was all the new content.
Another elevator.
I'm
Stanley,
gonna find this
I
guy
have
with
to
dick
say,
out, like-
initial impressions of this game are not positive.
You've already said
It's
that.
just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell,
Yeah.
I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
So am I actually. Now you're like building. You're adding build up to this, which is weird. Why am I talking to a narrator? Who cares?
That's it?
Seriously?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see,
fucking with
Stanley?
me?
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fanbase
Bethesda.
rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm
can I
looking
say that
right now
anymore?
at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please."
Hold on. We're taking a detour. But, I might just point out here, it seems Bethesda actually made what seems to be so far a finished game with the finished version, the remastered version, not finished, the remastered version of what is it called? The remastered version of Oblivion, and I can't even say Blizzard's doing that bad because I'm loving Diablo 4, but achievements, what? Hold on, I've unlocked achievements? I've unlocked test achievement. Welcome back. Beat the game. Click on Thor 435 times or get your first achievement. No, seriously, we disabled it. You can't jump. What other achievements? 8. Setting world champion. Set all setting insiders in the menu to all available numbers. Speedrun complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Super Ghost I don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Play the Stanley Parable for an entire duration of Tuesday. That is so incredibly random. I'm not even global achievements. I'm sorry, so people have gone 10 years without playing it. More than they've played it for a Tuesday. My hardest achievement was... How does no one have a test achievement? It literally says test. It can't be that difficult. Alright, I cannot believe that's actually real. It's kind of funny, but...
Nor, what quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
No,
just
like
you
my
and me
circle.
having
like
a great
jumping.
time together like always. What do you say, friend?
We are not friends. We are not friends. We are not friends. We are not friends. What? I want back inside my hole. I want the hole! Okay. It's a little ominous. I mean, that's what it should look like, but...
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
No. I just learned I can right-click, and this is me walking with right-click. So I can use just the mouse to play this game.
Oh. You don't want to see the cool surprise I made
don't,
for you?
suck my
Well,
dick.
fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
I'm already called a dork all the time. What? What happens if I go around? This is a waiting input. I'm attempting to put an input. Okay, well, whatever. Ah, too bad opened. I can't even go through there anymore?
When Stanley came to a
Anything
set
new
of
over
2
here?
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Not really.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Admiring,
Yes,
getting
truly
tricky
a
with the vending
room worth
machine,
admiring.
right.
It had really been worth the detour off, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. That door wasn't open. This door was.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Yeah.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Aw, thank you. Alright, if I'm being honest, I'm kind of curious what's in the vent, so I'm gonna do what the strange man says.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Coffee nut? Coffee. I need to get... Oh my god, I need to get that. I need a coffee like that. Just coffee nut. Oh, it just... Okay. Oh, that's a little creepy.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
This is kind of cool. Look, I'm getting Elden Ring vibes, which is weird.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Alright, the Memory Zone. It's actually kind of a cool little place to live. It's over here. Mr. Phone. Memory Suite.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of
Why is that
2013,
Russian?
when the game originally launched?
That's
Back
Russian,
then,
right?
video
Yeah.
games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I want that in my room. Wait, this kind of looks like Skyrim, actually. Or not Skyrim, Jesus. It looks like Oblivion. Don't forget the Stanley Parable. Is this the door? Memory. This is actually kind of serene, kind of calming. Collector's Edition. Audience Award. British. I'm not going to comment on that one. Good times. Mind control facility. Alright, what's this? Our first kiss, my first card, the release. Oh my god. What do you think would happen if the Stanley Parable was released today? In today's world. Smile because it happened. Oh, that's actually really weird. What is this? Mr. Krabs' first dollar? Oh! Oh my god, that's a demo! I'll be honest, this is actually bringing back some weird memories for me too, because I wasn't quite alive at the time where you were doing this 24/7, but I have played this game on disc before. That's when I played it last, from what I remember. Achievement. It is impossible to get this achievement. Wait, no. Last time I played this, I did get it on computer. I tried to play it a little bit, and then I got bored. I don't know when I stopped. Oh, I started trying to play Subliminal, and then I switched over to Rainbow Six Siege. Don't ask why that's so random. Whatever. British film. Is this a British thing? I think it's a British thing. That might be why this guy's so British-like. He's just dead. Oh. It's actually really cool. What is that? They actually put, like, backgrounds? Okay. I can't. It's sad.
Je suis dans la memory zone, seul sur l'abri de l'eau.
Oh, look at that.
Plus que toi, mon amour. C'est là, dans la memory
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
Deep.
A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
It wasn't even an hour, it was like 5 minutes. Whoa. It's a little peculiar. So, this is really cool, genuinely. It's even making me think. I want to play this game in 10 years and be like, holy crap, I'm old. God, even now, I'll think like someone that's 8 right now was born in 2016. No, they're 10. Oh, ew. It's just so weird to think about. Never thought I'd grow up, I guess, if that makes any sense. Always thought things would stay the same. Alas, they never did. It's what makes life entertaining, nonetheless.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on.
I'm not sure
I
I
don't
went
recall
straight
this
down
part of
here,
the memory
but
zone before.
I did.
What's this? What's down here?
I don't know. That's why I'm down here. Oh, another one of these. A little freaky with the vending machine again. What do you think? What do you think? I think I just grew a foot. I think I'm getting away from you. Why is it $1.25? Ew. Inflation should be a thing in this game.
Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
That's what you
I
had.
haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I have my doubts. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro,
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Yep.
I'm not trying to be funny.
I'm
trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I have pulled better reasoning out the left butt side of my ass. I have pulled better reasoning out the left side of other people's asses. Philosophical, huh? Dude, if you're gonna make up some BS, at least make it funny. Or else it's called unfunny. What's this one? This one's a good one though. It shows the thumbs up thing, right? Yeah, thumbs up. Oh, this one's bad.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy?
See?
Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
You do not want the answer.
This is actually quite shocking for me.
You didn't know?
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it, well, I always thought it did.
Guess it makes
But
sense
maybe
in
it
comparison
wasn't.
of what it could have been.
Dear.
Okay, this that door.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable
You know what, I
isn't
think
quite
I
as
want a
sterling
skip
as
button.
I always
That's what
remember.
I want a skip button.
What's
Like
this
something
one
to
got to
mute
say?
you or skip button, something like that.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
Yeah! There should
I
be
wish
a
there
skip
was a
button.
skip button.
Bro played the game for 10 hours.
A skip button? Well, yes.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too
Ooh.
preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Hell yeah. Can I swim? No, I can't. Woo.
And here it is. Go!
Perfect.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such
I
ruminations.
don't care.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your...
So I can just
Okay,
shut you up
welcome back,
whenever I
Stanley.
want.
Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
I don't care.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been
been
12
12
hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really...
You should learn it.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh my god.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks.
Okay,
I've been
I'll
sitting
calm
here
down,
all that
alright.
time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how
that is
it's
how it
always
is.
been, right? Me talking, and you...
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that. Whoa.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we...
Nope, don't care. Now what? Did he press skip? I guess I'll hit it again. What's about to happen? Oh, that's really loud. I'm going to just...
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review
feel
and make
bad.
all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person
All right, now
at
you're going
every
on too
moment.
This planet's not doing so good. Like, I feel really bad, but I can't really talk to him, so we're just gonna pretend like I don't care.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
I was just stimming out there for a minute before realizing I was doing something productive-ish. This isn't productive, but I don't care. Oh, I just noticed. It's raining. Let's see what happens if I just wait another, like, what is this gonna be? 2 years? Oh my god. Can we skip to the aliens now? I think I saw something about that. Ooh. What's out there? The whole area was water at one point, right? I kind of wish I could jump. But I got to the there we go. There we go. Okay. Whoa. This is looking really cool. Man, I'm really excited to see what it's gonna become. They said that plant wasn't doing well. I guess I was heard. What happened? Sounds like, I don't know, Halo? Oh, no different sound except for the noise. I guess it's nighttime. Oh. I guess that's broken now. Well. What the heck? Start swimming. Oh, all right. So what happened?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what? All right. We're gonna end it off here because I'm getting tired for some reason, and it's kind of making this a little bit boring, and I want to have fun with it. So it's weird. I've only been recording for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. That's not bad. Well, whatever.